Hello everyone, good evening. I hope you can hear me. In today's session, we will talk about the queries which you have regarding preparation, regarding your profile. I'll try and answer to the best of my knowledge. So, in case you have, some people have filled the form which we floated. In case you have any further queries, you can type in the chat. So the first question which I will take today is of, just give me a moment, let me open the questions. The first question which I will take today is yes. So first question is by Harsh Aditya. He is asking how to do an effective preparation in 5 remaining months for CAT. So Aditya, effective preparation, and I see that you are from the G5C batch. That means you started in the month of May only. So if you have 5 months and you have some background of the CAT exam, if you have appeared earlier or if you have started preparing a little earlier, so let me assume that you are starting now. Now means today, 26th of May. So if you are starting today and you have to achieve a good percentile, good means I'll say targeting 99 plus. First and foremost, you will need to take a test, a diagnostic CAT which we have, CAT scan which we call it, to know your current level. You can take the CAT scan which we have, or you can pick up any one paper from the last 5 years, any one mock, just to assess how much you know, what are your strength areas, what are your weaknesses, and then start from there. That is the first starting point. The assessment is important. You should know what kind of questions come. There should be a top bird's eye view, a top view you should have. From there, you should aim to finish or touch all the aspects of your syllabus in the first 3 months. So June, July, August. By 30th August, 31st August, you should aim to complete your syllabus. First round of solving means if you have done a class on number system, and you should be able to solve the first 50 questions of LOD1. That level, because there will be questions in CAT which will be of easy level. Easy level means LOD1 level. If you have done the preparation, if you have done that will take care of the first part. And after August, September, October, November should be spent on solving mocks, analyzing your weakness, building your strength on your weak areas, and improving it gradually. So these two things are important. Now the third thing which you should keep in mind is, depending on whether you are working or you are in college. So Harsh, if you are there in this session, can you please confirm whether you are working or in college or preparing full time? You can type in the chat bar, or let us assume that you are neither preparing nor in college but fully focused on CAT. If you are fully focused on CAT, you should sit for 1.5 to 2 hours, minimum 3 sittings, 6 hours per day of solving questions that you should do. Apart from the classes, 2-3 hours of class you can do, 1 hour of compulsory reading, because you don't have anything else to do. If you have all the time at your disposal, it is important that you utilize it well. So 5-6 hours of study if you are starting now. So if you can do that, I am very sure it is possible to get 99 plus percentile. Understand one thing which I always tell you, that if you have 777 means 70 plus in your 10th and 12th and graduation, you need 600 hours of self study, 600 hours of solving questions to get a 99 plus. That will happen if you study for 6 days a week, 5 to 6 hours per day. In the next 4-5 months you will be able to achieve that. And then when the mock starts, when you start feeling good, you can increase the hours also. But don't burn out yourself, and at the same time ensure that you are enjoying your CAT preparation journey. If you are taking too much burden on yourself, trying to study for 12-14 hours, I am very sure you will burn out very fast, and then you will not be able to do good performance in the mocks, and your CAT will also suffer. So that has to be avoided, right? Chirag has 999 in past ACATs, and he wants to get a 99 plus. So Chirag, same applies to you. If you are not working, you are not in college, since you have great ACATs, you can devote 6 hours per day. Just follow the system. If you are mind work student, faculty that will be taking classes, attend the class, do the homework, ensure that you are practicing questions for at least 4 hours per day from now onwards. 2 sittings of 2 hours minimum, if possible make it 3, so 6 hours. And when you study, ensure that you are not distracted. So ideally switch off your phone, keep it in a separate room, at least for those 2 hours when you are studying, because the CAT exam will also be for 2 hours. So you have to develop that habit of sitting and solving questions for 2 hours, right? That will come with practice, it will come gradually, but eventually you will be able to do it, right? From where to solve questions, how to solve questions, that you should leave on the faculty. They will guide you, they will give you questions. In case you are falling short of questions, you can reach out to me. Most of you have my number, and you have Arun sir's books. You can solve questions from that, but keep on solving. As a general rule, you should try and fight with the question for at least 10 to 15 minutes. If you are not able to solve it after 15 minutes, see the solution. Solution may, when you are finding the first hint, you should stop there, solve the question from there onwards, right? That is the process. And understand one thing more, that even if you read 10,000 questions, you will not be able to crack the CAT exam or solve the CAT exam, CAT paper. You will need to develop your intelligence. You will need to develop your skills to do well there, right? So that will come only when you fight with the question. 10-15 minutes per question. If it's an LR set or DI set, it should be 20-25 minutes per set, which you should give, think through, and then if you are not able to solve it, see the solution, move ahead, move forward. Okay. I have 92% in 10, 79 in 12, and 8 in my college. Can I get into top 5 IIMs, OBC category, BCom? Yes, I don't know your name, but the title says Pinterest. Yes, you can definitely do it. You have good 10th and 12th. Graduation is also fine, so you can aim top 5 IIMs. It is possible. Since you have the OBC category advantage, plus you are a non-engineer, you will need somewhere around 99.2 to get into ABC with your profile, and for the other colleges even 98 would do. So how to utilize Arun sir's books, Chirag is asking. So Chirag, when you are being taught by our faculty members, do the topic, make notes properly, and solve questions from the book. So when supposing today there is a class on, say, geometry, you have attended the class, you have made notes, come back, go through the theory portion once again, and start solving questions from LOD 1. So see the solved examples, and then start from LOD 1. So do at least 20 questions on the first day. If you have done the theory well, if you have made notes, the first 20 questions will be easy to do. LOD 2 will be difficult, but LOD 1 should be easily doable. But even if you are able to do 10 or even 5, do not be troubled, do not panic, do not get disheartened. Eventually, as you start solving, as you start accumulating more and more knowledge, after some time you will feel good about it and you will be able to handle it better, right? I am not able to focus kindly. So see, focus may there is only one problem which anybody or which everybody has when it comes to focus. First of all, start disengaging from social media. Social media means Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all this. You should not have that app in your phone because you'll have to make your atmosphere such that, okay, your name is Megha, fine. So you'll have to make your atmosphere such that you are not getting distracted too frequently. So uninstall all the social media apps from your phone and all the important notification, all the less important notifications should be turned off, so that when you are studying it should not trouble you. Because though I am saying that you should switch off your phone, though I am saying that you should put your phone on silent mode, I know that you won't be able to do it for some or the other reason, or at least you will not be doing it for throughout your preparation. So at least switch off, at least uninstall all the social media apps, and when you sit with a resolution that okay, I am sitting for 2 hours, say from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I will only be focusing on solving these 15 questions, 20 questions, whatever there is, and I won't be distracted for sure. That is the first thing. Secondly, you should know the why. Why are you solving it? What is the end goal? The end goal is not to crack CAT. So for somebody, the end goal can be 99.99 plus percentile in CAT. For somebody, the end goal can be a great package from a top B school. You can write the package, the number also, because number is tangible in nature. You want a good corporate career, you want a good life after MBA, all that is intangible in nature. But if you can quantify it, you can quantify that in terms of package. So if you can write above your study table 35L plus, means you are aiming for 35 lakh a package. You can try to visualize and see how your life will change after that, right? So when the goal is clear, you know what you are doing, why you are doing, then the distraction will not be there, your focus will improve. So 2 things: make your surrounding such that your focus is not easily shaken, easily disturbed. Secondly, define your why. Write down whenever you start studying on the top, write down your goal or your aim or why you are doing. It can be a package, it can be a 99 plus percentile, it can be IIM ABC, whatever motivates you. Either of these 3 will motivate you, either a package or IIM ABC or 99 plus percentile, whatever you want to do. But this has to be written there. Whenever you get distracted, just see it, just try to see how your life will change after you enter top B school. That will ensure that you are focused, right? And secondly, understand that this problem is with everybody. Whoever is preparing for CAT is having this problem. You need to ensure that you persevere throughout this. You have to pass this phase. The first 50 days of your preparation will be tough. If you are starting now, if you have started late, you will need to persevere through the first 50 days. People who have started early, say in January, they know that the first 1.5 2 months are difficult, but after that, once you start enjoying it, it will become easy for you, right? So I hope that is clear. Chirag, you should solve LOD 1 question first and then LOD 2. LOD 3 you may skip as of now. Once you start doing the mocks, if you have time, you can do that. For general candidate, somebody who is a general engineer male, you will need 99.5 plus for ABC. No, Meghna, whatever your name was, you should not go for Megha. You should not go for internship now. Only 6 months are roughly left for CAT. So you should focus on CAT now, because internship will be useful in your GDPI stage, but the CAT percentile will ensure, a good CAT percentile will ensure that you get shortlist from a good B school. Getting a shortlist is the first thing which you should aim for. You will have 2 months of time before your interview starts and after the CAT exam. In that you can do internships or courses certification. A good time to do courses or certification is before May, before say start of June. But now if you are starting, you should fully focus on CAT. Or if you have completed your syllabus by now, then you can take do some internships or certification in the month of June, July for profile building. But that should happen only when you have completed at least 60-70% of your syllabus. If you are starting now, focus on CAT, nothing else. Anubhav 81 in 10, 17 in 12, 6.32 in BE, 68 PGD, 8 years of work ex. So, Anubhav, as I always say, 2-year MBA or regular MBA is always better than an executive MBA. But considering you have 8 years of work ex, you should do a full-fledged preparation. If you do not have any family commitments, you can go for a 2-year MBA. Go ahead and do it, because the industry also values 2-year MBA more than a 1-year MBA. But if you cannot do that, you can go for executive also. It's better to do an executive MBA than not doing an MBA, and it's better to do a 2-year MBA if possible than a 1-year MBA. Chances of getting a call from top IIMs, considering your 10th is 80, 12th is 70. So top IIMs may I see ABC will be difficult. ABC, Lucknow, Indore, Kozhikode, slightly difficult because your BE is also 6.3. But yes, if you get a 99.9, it is possible. But don't be fixated with the top IIMs only. Aim at least the top 20 B school. The average package for top 20 B school is 25 LPA plus, which is quite nice, quite decent. So aim for top 20 and give your best shot. Prepare well. Keep both options open. Regular MBA also, executive MBA also. In whichever stream you get a good college, you can choose it later. See Pranjal, if you are facing serious problem with solving questions of quants and DILR, you should understand where you are getting stuck. Go back to the theory, revise it, revise the questions which you have done, and then move ahead. Right? It may happen that your basics are weak. For that you might have to, do a little extra effort in your basics. But ensure that you are revising regularly. There can be two problems. One is you are forgetting because you are not revising. Second is you are not practicing enough. So for the first 50 questions in any topic, just ensure that you understand each and every question. If you have done a topic, a class on number system, completed it, you have the notes ready. Even if you are not able to solve, just fight with every question for 15 minutes. Take the learning out of it and then move ahead and keep on revising. Once that conceptual clarity will happen, the 51st question you will be able to solve. Right? You should not take the learning phase as the testing phase. Learning and testing are two different things. During learning, the idea is to grasp enough content, enough knowledge, enough tips and tricks, so that when you go to a testing phase, you are able to solve questions easily. So learning may, if you are not able to solve, completely fine. Just try to find out what you are lacking, make notes, proper notes, revise, revisit, and after some time you will be able to comfortably do it. Ashish, I am currently 3rd year PhD student in physics. I want to move to MBA. I have 997 profile with no past workers. Ashish, since you are doing PhD, people do MBA after PhD also, so there is no bar there. Worth it or not will depend on with what you are comparing. So since I am planning to leave PhD in between, will it be an issue? No, it won't be an issue. You will need to give a justifying answer. What was the reason to leave PhD? And by and large, you can, if you have a true reason, you can convince them that this is your reason. So it won't be no. It won't hamper your chances. That is what I can tell you, right? And 997 is a great profile academically. So you have a good chance. You have a good chance of getting a call from top B school if you score decently well in CAT, right? So I have taken the questions which have come on YouTube. Any further questions, please feel free to ask here. I will take the questions now which have come to me on the sheet which we shared. Devash is asking how to manage CAT preparation and college exam together. So for people who are writing college exam right now, I have one advice for you. Do not study anything new or do classes if it is not feasible. Your focus should be to maximize your college marks also. So focus on your college exam, because there are colleges, that MBA colleges, these schools which will consider your college marks also. So focus there, but take out at least half an hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour daily to revise what you have learned so far. Otherwise, if you are taking a break of 15 days or 1 month for your college, once your college exams are over, you will forget everything which you have learned in the past. So revision has to be done properly, has to be done regularly. So 1 hour per day or half an hour, just revise, keep on revising whatever you have done. Once your college exam ends, next day you can start your CAT preparation. Upadhyay Raga, I am currently working in an organization, 2 years experience. The study routine is not proper because of my work timings. Now that I desperately need to get into IIM, I am resigning my job to study with my fullest. My mock test scores are not that good. Should I attend mock test every week? Will resigning the job impact the profile? So Upadhyay, since you have 2 years of work ex, and anyways once you fill the form in August, you will have to mention number of months of work ex till 31st July. So resigning from the job will not impact your profile at all. That's completely fine. And if you are not able to build the rhythm, and if the job is hectic, you can resign right away. I think there will be a notice period to serve also, so that will go till June or July. Ideally, if the job is not very hectic, my advice is to work till the month of August, around 15th August. 3 months full focus for CAT is good enough to get a 99+ percentile. But if it is very hectic, your end goal is to get into a top B school, so you can resign. That's completely fine. Mock scores are not good because maybe you are not practiced enough, so start practicing. You need not take mock test every week. You should start with 1 mock test every 2 weeks in the month of June, July. From August onwards, you can take 1 mock every week. Ideally, the goal should be to do at least 30-35 mocks before your CAT exam. And when you go in the CAT exam, you should revise everything. That's more important. I hope this is clear. Chirag, scale, yes, you can do scale. Scale is basically recorded videos of Arun sir. You can watch the same video there and then attend the live class. Live class will be, theory will also be taught there, but depending on your comfort level, you can do both parallelly. So same topic, you can do so if your basics are weak, you can do the school level. If the basics are not weak, you can start with the core videos and align with the live classes. So depending on how much time you have, you can do both, or you can just follow live classes, that's also fine. But scale, if you follow the scale program, it will be easier for you because you can watch the video at your own pace and practice in the daytime also. Right? Vishwajit, 1081, 12. Live class is also enough, Chirag. If you are doing it by live class, it's enough. The scale is there for people who are preparing, who have less time, they already have a level wherein they want to maximize through their own and prepare at their own speed. So there you can skip the school level, start with the core course, and skip videos which are you feel comfortable, or you can fast forward it. But in a live class, the pace of the class will be defined by the people who are there in the class, right? 1081, 1261, graduation 75. See, Vishwajit, I think I have earlier also I have told you it depends on how much percentile you score. So if you want ABC, you will need to, depending on your category and all, you will need 99.5 plus. So you can get any college. It all depends on how much you are scoring in the CAT exam. Dipanshi Garg, I want to know how to manage time for studies as well as other things for self-development as I am a working professional. I want to know the strategy to work on QA as I am weak in maths and needed some motivation to study hard. So, Dipanshi, if you are listening, you need to tell yourself frankly and clearly why do you want to do an MBA, why are you preparing for CAT. That just has to be clear, and whatever that, and try to answer that in one line. Have a mission statement that this is the reason. It can be for a great package, it can be for a good profile to work, it can be to prove yourself, it can in your family, to your parents, or it can be anything. Majorly people have 2 or 3 things in mind. One is obviously the package which attracts, which is the main factor, driving factor, and which is a tangible number. So if you go to a top B school, the average package can be 30 lakh, you still can come out from that college at a 40 lakh package. So whatever that number is which you feel is motivating enough for you, write them down, put it in front of your study table, write in your copy every day, remind yourself that you are wanting to achieve it, right? So if the why is clear, you will be able to do it. Your first part of the question, how to manage time since you are working. If you are working, try to do your CAT preparation first thing in the morning. Try to wake up early in the morning and at least sit for 2 hours. Even if you have to leave for office early, try to gradually wake up half an hour, 1 hour early. Start with 1 hour of preparation, because once you prepare in the morning, you will, because after a good night's sleep, you are most energetic in the morning. So if you study at that time, you will absorb more, and throughout the day you will feel accomplished, you will feel happy because you have studied in the morning, right? So do that, that's the first thing. And I don't know about your office timings, but when you return from office, try to study for 2 more hours in the evening, so 4 hours there, and then on the weekends maybe make it 6 hours. How to do quants? If you are weak in quants, do the school level videos of Arun sir. He has covered the basics there. So if you do the school level maths, I am sure your basics will be strong, and you will have to persevere. You will have to fight with the questions. You will have to ensure that you are basically building your basics